Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Out in Westchester podcast. We are coming to you from Stone Fire at 251 Lexington Avenue in Mount Kisco, New York. Check them out on Instagram at Stone Fire Restaurant, where they've got ladies' night every Thursday from 6 to 10, half-price drinks, and a brand new Sunday brunch from 11:30 to 3, unlimited champagne and mimosa. My name is Frank Pellegrino, and I'm joined, as always, by my incredibly sober... Oh, no longer sober. Never mind. My wonderful co-host, Liz Wadolski.
Hello. Hi, Frank.
So you were sober for 5 days.
I was.
How'd that go?
Awesome.
Yeah?
I felt great.
So what'd you do about happy hours? You just didn't drink?
No.
Oh.
You have club soda and cranberry juice, and nobody knows the difference.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But did you know the difference?
Not at all.
No?
No, I realized I don't really need to drink.
So you were drawn to drink tonight because...
You told me I had to.
I did not tell you had
yes,
to.
you did.
No, I
you
did not.
You said, you have to have at least one glass of wine.
You have to have a glass of wine. But that shouldn't stop your... So were you searching for sobriety, or it just happened?
No, I just thought I looked a little bloated and I wanted to feel better about myself.
Oh.
So I thought I'd just stop drinking and start exercising and take a little bit better care of myself. That's all.
Okay, fair enough.
That's how we do it, us women.
That's it.
You know.
That's it. This week, we're joined by two incredible guests, a musician and a comedian. To your right, we have Mr. Dan Zlotnick.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Honored to have you.
DanZlotnick.com. Follow him on Facebook at Dan Zlotnick Music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you search Dan Zlotnick, just make sure you spell it right, because
ICK.
if there's no CK at the end, you end up with a saxophone player from Mexico.
Really?
Who's very good. I've actually been emailed about scoring Mexican films with my music, and I assume they don't want folk rock to score a film, so...
Oh.
It's very important to spell right. Yeah.
You guys could team up and do Zlotnick and Zlotnick.
We've talked about it.
Yeah.
The Dan Zlotnick experience. So.
Nice.
Yeah. It'll happen.
So how do you spell your name exactly? D-A-N?
It's Zlotnick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
Great.
And he's going to be at Woodbury Brewing Company in Woodbury, Connecticut on Friday, July 19th, and at Harvest Moon in North Salem on Saturday, August 3rd. To his right, we have, who was just throwing up gang symbols, I think.
What's up? White Plains in the house.
Comedian Chrissie Mayr is here.
Hi, guys. This is so
Yay.
great to be here. I've heard so much about this podcast. I've been listening since day one. Big fan already. First time caller, long time fan. Dan, tell me, when you go to the casinos, do you go straight to the slot machines?
Yes, actually, and then I don't leave until I don't have any money left. Yeah.
You can check out Chrissie on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Chrissie Mayr. That's ChrissieMayr. She's actually going to be at the Gotham Comedy Club on Tuesday, July 16th, and over at Lucy's Laugh Lounge in Pleasantville on Wednesday, July 17th. Thank you so much for coming.
That's a great club.
So honored to have you.
Thank you for having me. I'm already thrilled with the bread alone, and that you guys were like, make sure you talk into the microphone. So I'm just chewing into the microphone, like, oh, this all needs to be heard.
Oh, we hear it all.
Good.
Yeah.
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 It's already a success.
Chris, you've got something really exciting coming up. Your pilot was just picked up by Anthony Cumia's Compound Media.
Woo! Yeah, it's very exciting. We did a pilot episode back in June, on June 11th, and just sort of crossed our fingers and got really great reviews. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Compound Media at all, but they have, I think, like 100,000 subscribers and just a very active fan base. So
Great.
people were very vocal
awesome.
and loved the show. And should I explain what it is?
Absolutely.
A little bit?
Yeah,
Okay.
please.
No, I don't think so.
It's called the WET Spot, or like Chrissie Mayr's WET Spot. Yes, I thought of the name. Thank you. And I want it to be like, do you remember Loveline from the 90s?
No.
On MTV.
Too
Kind
young?
of.
I think
kind
so.
of, yes.
I'm too young too, but I've heard
Sounds familiar.
that it's like a funny. It was like it starred Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla from
Right.
The Man Show.
Okay.
And they would answer like sex and love questions. People would call in, and I
Right.
remember they would air it over K-Rock, and I would like stay up. Me and my sister shared a room. We'd stay up late listening to it, and like we were teenagers, and we would say to each other like, okay, if it gets really bad and really like explicit, we'll turn it off, and then we just never turned it off because we're whores. But that's kind of what I want this show to be, like Loveline, but like funnier and edgier. We're gonna have comedians on every panel and like a sex expert, so like a therapist or like an adult film star or like other kinds of therapists,
Wow.
people who know more than I do. And it's gonna be a lot of fun. For the first episode, which is on Monday, we have Matthew Broussard, who was on the Comedy Central Roast Battles, and also Casey Aurora, who was on this show called it was a series called The Unmovers.
The Optimum commercials.
Yeah, it was the Optimum commercials. And he's been my friend for years. We were both on Fox's Laughs together, which is a show that like is a few years ago, just like a clip show of stand-ups on Fox. Mm-hmm. And also Dillian Harper, adult film star. I've been familiarizing myself with her work, and I'm very impressed.
Your research must be
Yeah.
really amazing.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to just like find some low cut tops and just do my best.
Yeah, I'm sure you do very well.
Yeah, but I'm really excited. So and I think the episodes will be I think the episodes will be available for free on YouTube, because every Monday Compound Media like puts their Monday content, I think, on YouTube or for free. But anyway, I'll be putting like the best of clips out there. Like,
So is it subscriber based?
It is subscriber based.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to pay
So I think to see it on demand.
On demand.
Watch it on demand,
On your
and all the
channel.
other networks, all the other shows on the network, you have to subscribe. But I think you're right. I think from everything I understood, it's Mondays are free on the network to kind of promote it, and your show happens to be every Monday
I'm
at 8
free.
o'clock.
So it'll be worth every penny.
Yeah,
I promise.
it's very exciting stuff.
That's great.
Westchester's own.
Congratulations.
That is exciting.
Blowing it up with,
Planes
I mean, that's
in
with
the house.
radio legend Anthony Cumia of Opie and Anthony. That's amazing. And
We're both
you've met
from
him.
Long Island.
Right.
So,
That's
it's
great.
there's something in the water. I mean, it gives everyone cancer, but I guess it makes you funnier. Yeah. There's a lot of funny people from Long Island. So, yeah. Good
Very
times.
nice.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
I mean, it's no Westchester, of course.
Similar. There's a lot of similarities between the folk in Long Island and the folk in Westchester, I think.
There are similarities. Westchester people are generally classier and a little bit smarter. Long Island people are pure trash, and they're a little more orange and cannot shut up about the mall and their kids. Whereas like Westchester, it's a little
The beach.
different.
You guys
Yeah.
brag about your beaches.
Obsessed with the beach.
And the sailing.
Obsessed.
at a great
Everyone is a
neck.
cop, a teacher, a fireman. Like those
Right.
are the jobs that people, and that's but Westchester's a little bit more like, okay, more people working in the city. Again, sweeping generalizations.
Yes.
People will probably come after me for this, but yeah, Westchester's a little classier.
Speaking of Gotham Comedy Club and Long Island and trash, I went to a show at Gotham Comedy Club, and Jerry Seinfeld took the headliner spot.
Oh my
What happens to the headliner? Because if I was the headliner, I would be upset.
Yeah, we actually get taken to a glue factory
Yeah.
when that happens.
That's what I thought happened.
If you get
Yeah.
bumped by a more famous comedian,
Yeah.
you just get taken out back
Yeah.
and beaten. Yeah, that happens all the time, and
Yeah.
usually the
feel
result
bad.
is a much longer show, or you'll
Right.
get bumped completely
And turned into glue.
and then turned into
That's terrible.
glue.
That's where all comics go to
Yeah.
die.
Can you imagine like playing a concert and then like John Legend comes in and he's just
Yeah.
like, "Sorry, do you mind?"
I would say absolutely yes.
Actually, yeah, what would you do?
I would. I would just cut the power off probably.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Ooh,
No,
salty.
that's not true. I would.
No,
I would
usually-
say yes, Mr. Legend. Have fun.
More realistically,
No,
to
no.
closer to
They
your like
always-
John Mayr, if he walked in
Yeah.
during your set,
Yeah. I'd say you want to come up for like a song.
would you shout him out and say, "Hey, John Mayer's here. You want to come up?" Or would you kind of wait till your break?
I would probably not call him out because most likely he does not want the attention at one of my shows. But if he had come up to me and said, "Hey, I want to play some songs," I'd probably say no.
Hey, I'd love to.
No, musicians usually share the stage.
We'd be
Like,
able to
that's the
figure out a way
difference
to
between comedy
find
and
common
music.
songs that we
Right,
knew. Or,
exactly.
I
can
would
share.
play rhythm guitar for him, and he would just do his thing. But yeah, it's fun in terms of music. Obviously, comedians, they can't like necessarily improvise and riff off each other unless that's their thing. Whereas musician, that's a much more natural, I think. And correct me
Right.
if I'm wrong.
Right.
I mean, I
kind
would
of
let.
thing.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I would let John Mayer get his chlamydia all over my microphone, like in a heartbeat.
Right. As long as we had one of these fuzzy things on the.
Yeah, just change him out.
Just change them out. Flip it
afterwards.
inside out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
it goes through.
But you
it.
play with a lot of people.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, I love playing with people, and it's a lot of fun to play with people who are a lot better than you, and
Of
you
course.
learn a lot from them.
Of course.
But usually when it's my show or my gig or whatever it is, I don't really want other people around.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I like the control there.
Who do you like to play with?
I like to play with everyone at the Ron Black's Blues Jam because
Okay.
that's a great vibe there. That's
All right.
like everybody is pretty supportive of everybody.
Where is that?
That's in
White
White
Plains.
Plains.
Oh, it's
One
in
of
my
the
own
greatest
town.
places on earth. Yeah. And then I play with a bunch of other people. My band, the Dan Zlotnick Band, is an ever rotating crop of musicians. So I have a couple drummers that I play with, a couple bass players. One of my favorite guys to play with is Simon O'Keefe. He's a keyboard player, and we just kind of vibe really well together in terms of trading solos and that sort of thing. So that's a lot of fun to play with Simon.
Any relation to Georgia O'Keeffe?
Yes.
Really?
Her older brother. Yeah.
My
He's-
God.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, she's a famous painter.
Oh,
She painted
Yes.
the bathrooms inside Radio City Music Hall.
Yeah.
Yes.
where you were a tour
And they're
guide.
all
if I
supposed to
remember right.
represent vaginas, apparently.
Yeah, she would draw
Yes.
these big
Yeah.
vagina-looking
Yes.
flowers.
You
You should put them in the backdrop of Chrissie Mayer's Wet Spot.
Oh,
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah. I got to make sure I really hit
art.
the theme pretty hard.
My art history comes into play again.
Yes, that's impressive. I'm lost. That I was left 3
I took
minutes
art
ago.
history too.
Yeah.
I had a teacher, Mr. Eliasoff. He would yell at us if we didn't read the New York Times every day. I'm like, we're drunk college students. Like, you're lucky if we make it here.
Yeah. Before we keep on going, Liz, do you have any picks of the week for us?
Yes, this week coming up. On Wednesday, the 17th, Southside Johnny and the Asbury Jukes are playing in Stanford at the Columbus Circle
Nice.
at 6:30.
Is that live at 5 thing?
No, it's the Wednesday night 6:30 thing. And again, it's at Columbus Park, but on Thursday, the Live at 5 guest is 98 Degrees
Wow.
at Columbus
What?
Park. Yes.
Nick Lachey?
Yes.
Ah, when is
So,
this?
this is Thursday the 18th at Columbus Circle in Stanford, 98 Degrees. It's $20 cash to get in. You bring a lawn chair. It's in the circle in Stanford, right? It's like a
we go
square
together?
in Stanford. And you don't even have to pay to get in. It's basically an outdoor concert, and you can view the band for free. It's right in front of like Tiernan's bar there
Oh, I know
in Stanford.
exactly where that
You
is.
know where it is.
Yeah.
They just
Good
close
old
off. They
strip
close off the
bars.
roads and stuff like that. So, but those are both in Stanford. On Friday the 19th, our friend Gil Paris is playing the Sawmill Tavern.
Nice.
We love him.
We love that place too.
We love that place. Also, Naked Soul, my friend's bands, are playing at Garcia's. They're an amazing wedding band. They're also voted best in Westchester as the best Westchester band. So I'm going to go to that and say hello to them and take some live video for them. On Saturday the 20th, we have Eagle Mania. My friends are playing at Tarrytown Music Hall.
Nice.
And also, Almost Queen is playing at the Capitol Theater.
Is that a Queen cover band?
It is,
Okay,
and they
just
sound exactly like Queen.
Really?
So, if you're really into that kind of rock music and you want to see a Queen band, they're great. 8
That's
o'clock
very
at the Capitol Theater. And then Sunday, of course, I always love Sunday Fun Day at the Washington Irving Boat Club, which
Yeah.
is from 5 to 9, and my friends are playing House Arrest. You have to see them. They're a great band.
Great band and great place to go and just enjoy the sunset.
Will there be
Sunset.
men there with boats?
Absolutely.
Ladies,
Yes.
you need to go to this.
Oh, what happened to that thing? White Plains is now doing a live at 5 type of thing for free.
Yes.
And Smash Mouth is
That's coming on the, July 23rd.
23rd.
Yes.
Okay.
So for some reason, they say it's free, but you have to purchase a ticket for $8, and then you get the $8 back. It's very confusing. I don't
Like a
understand it.
rebate?
Yeah, it's sort of
Okay,
like
sounds
they
Reserve your
refund it.
spot
Yeah,
kind of
they
thing.
want to know how many people are going to show up at Main Street and Mamaroneck Avenue for Smash Mouth because
I might go.
could be
it's a
millions.
really
Go to it.
right.
Yeah. We could
just
so
walk to it.
in order to control the crowd, they need to have a number. So
Right.
for some reason, they're charging $8, which I found very strange. I was
Well,
confused.
it's not 10.
So
I like Smash Mouth.
But-
It brings back a lot of memories. Like, I've been fingered to almost every Smash Mouth song.
hey now,
Yeah.
get your rocks on.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just bringing back a lot of memories.
I would pay $8 to see Smash Mouth.
Absolutely.
I would too, but no, they say it's free. It's very confusing. I still haven't
They're
figured
just
it
handing
out.
out envelopes with $8.
I don't know. I was having a blonde moment at the time. I thought, is this a blonde moment? I don't understand. It's
so
saying
strange.
free, but you have to pay $8 to reserve your spot.
So wait, do you know?
Makes no sense.
I guess I'm definitely gonna check it out. Are you gonna go to it?
I am going to go to it.
So we'll report back and see what the hell is actually going on. Are they gonna block off the streets? Is that
They do. That's what they do.
Okay.
I think it would be
That's
better if they had cars going while Smash Mouth was trying to play.
No. It's like when they dropped the ball there in the Times Square of White Plains, which is like Merrimack Avenue and Main Street.
Oh yeah, that's where they had Pride. I went to Westchester Pride. It was so fun.
That's exactly. They do
I
all
pulled
the
a
events
muscle.
there. They shut Merrimack Avenue off, so everybody's going to be on Merrimack Avenue, where all the bars are. So it makes sense.
Right.
Right.
Actually, can you give us a little more information about the Westchester Pride? You went
was
to it and
amazing.
You did an Instagram live or a whole story about it, I saw.
Yeah, and there was a couple of stars from RuPaul's Drag Race there. God, I can't remember her name right now, but she's Japanese. And it was so fun. They had dog costume contests. There was a pose off, which I volunteered myself for, and I pulled a hamstring. Like, I'm still sore from this pose off, which was last month. And it was like a couple of rounds. Like, I beat the first round. I was like really excited, and I pulled out all the stops, all the moves I know. I was going back to high school gymnastics. I was like, let me see what I can do, and my body was like, no, girl. That was over 5 years ago. I'm still sore. At one point, I jumped into the fountain. Like, I did everything to win this, but still I came in second place. And because $100 was at stake here, Liz. $100
Wow.
they gave to the winner of the pose off. But next year I'll come back. I'll be flexible. I'll be ready.
I just want to know what pose won.
Oh.
I forget his name, but he was doing this. It was like a runway. Like, they cleared off, the fountains where you walk down through the fountains.
Yeah. By Starbucks there.
There were people on either side, and I was like, I'm just trying to get a frap, but also I want to win. He did this move where he crouched down onto his he crouched down and he would
Onto his
like
platform
move
heels.
back and forth. Yes. I was
Yes.
like, where did these come from?
Right.
He's like, I brought them. And he's like doing a lot of advanced posing, and there was just like a lot of I think some people from the show Pose were there. A lot of like gay celebrities that I don't know if you guys would know about, but it was so much fun. And then they had I'm not sure if it was along Main Street, but it was like that other street. They had like tents.
I think it's Church Street.
and
That's Church Street. I know what you're talking
The
about.
one they repaved
Yeah,
it.
giving away
It's where they have the
stuff.
farmers market usually,
Yeah, like
and they
tattoos,
do vendors there.
stickers,
Right.
all the things that I love so much. Crystals. It was like really fun. They had music. It was like going all day.
Yeah.
It was great.
That's really good that you went, especially since, I don't know if you guys know this, Chrissie's been running Comedy at Stonewall, which is the longest running LGBT friendly comedy show in New York
Really?
City for 6 years.
6 years.
Wow.
That's at
I
the
could have had a
landmark.
6-year-old in the time
That
that I've
is
been doing
great.
the show. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It is so much fun. Yeah. It's like we've had a lot of fun people drop in over the years. Like Guy Branum has dropped in to perform there. Like Joel Kim Booster, Mateo Lane, Emma Willman. A lot of now they're like bigger stars. But it's so much fun. Like if you guys are ever in Manhattan on the first Saturday of the month, like please come by. And
August 3rd is your next one.
Yeah, August 3rd is next one. If you mention this podcast, like you will get in free at the door. That's
Wow.
right. That's right.
I'm a big supporter of the
Is it-
LBG community. Anyway,
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Such
All
a
the-
supporter, you can't
know.
say it
All
right.
the the BLT, all the
I
sandwiches.
forget the T all the time. I can't help
It's
it.
QIA plus
You know,
minus.
LBGT.
Yeah.
I just jump ahead of myself. That's my problem.
That's
We
funny.
understand. It's
Yeah.
cool.
It changes.
Yeah, I'm mostly just a non-practicing bisexual right now, but it's in there. I mean, it's in the reserves, ready to go. Yeah, Comedy at Stonewall, good times. Next one is August 3rd. Yeah, come out if you're not.
Well,
Come out,
busy
come
I
out.
was
playing
gonna
music.
kind of
Come out
fight
and
you on
come
that
out.
date because
Yeah,
that's
he's
when
got
the Dan Zlotnick band is playing at Harvest Moon in North
Well,
Salem.
you're obviously not
Even
gonna
if
go to
you
that.
don't mention this podcast, you'll get in for free.
Hey, there
Oh
you
my
go.
So
God, way to
mention it.
one-up me.
Don't mention it.
Yeah.
Sort of mention it.
This is a promo
Forget the
wall.
name
this
of
is
it.
a promo war
Yeah.
right
I
here.
Yeah.
thought I had something
So-
marked on my calendar for
Yeah.
that August 3rd, and it's
Oh.
you.
So Chrissie's is for
Wow.
anybody in the city.
Also very LGBTQ
Yeah, whatever.
friendly. That
How many
that-
drag queens will be there?
Too many
Well,
letters.
we've
for
got
me.
time to arrange some things. But
More importantly, though, I don't know if it's more importantly,
Great
but
drinks here, by the way.
something else you've got coming up, Dan, that's really exciting is you've got a big
Yes.
tour coming up in November.
yeah, in November I'm going to be opening for Jim Avett, the dad of the Avett brothers. So those of you that know the Avett brothers listening to the podcast, their dad is a singer-songwriter himself, and I've opened a couple shows for him. I met him out in Red Rocks a couple years ago, and we are going from Pittsburgh all across Pennsylvania, and then I'm continuing the tour without Jim, but going down to North Carolina, South Carolina.
Wow.
So if you have friends,
Fantastic.
even if it's one weird friend, tell
I
them to
have a
come to the
brother.
show. Oh yeah.
I have a brother in North Carolina.
Oh nice. Where in North
And
Carolina?
a 2-year-old and a 6-month-old and his wife. They're in
Oh.
Holly Springs.
That is actually that's near like Mount Holly, right? Is that the
It's
same sort of
near
thing?
Raleigh.
Oh no, never mind.
I can give you their address.
Can they go to your show in North Carolina for free?
Yes.
Hey!
Yeah. Most of them are free. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eric
That's-
Mayr, if you're
yeah.
listening, I'll probably text you.
Do you have a manager? How do you book all this?
It's all me, just emailing,
Is it
just
really you?
for hours and hours and hours a day.
Wow.
Sounds like comedy.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure it is. Yeah.
Wow.
And all these
That's
dates
great.
are at danzlotnick.com.
Yes. Yep.
DANZLOTNICK.com.
Yeah, that's
Please do not
COM.
misspell it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you will find a saxophone player
From Mexico.
From Mexico. And that's not as fun
I've
as
actually
Dan.
been told that I wasn't actually playing the show that I showed up to play.
Really?
I showed up at the town crier at Beacon, and they were like, "You are not the guy from the website that we."
Where is your Mexican
Hey,
saxophone?
where's your hair? and they were like holding up the picture to me. I was like, maybe he shaved his head. I don't know. And I was like, yeah, no, that's not me.
It's like, that's a 400-pound
God.
Mexican with a sax. I did not turn.
No,
it
he's
to
actually
this.
very fit.
Oh, okay. I was
Wow.
hoping.
I just had
I
to,
wanna look
in case
this
he's
guy
listening,
up.
I had to defend him.
He's a fit.
He's a
Zlotnick.
fit saxophone player.
He's a fit sax and Zlotnick.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Very sexy.
Also on tour, we're going to keep this promo work going. Chrissie's headlining in Rhode Island,
Take that.
Binghamton, Reading, PA, and I think Chicopee, Massachusetts again.
Wow.
All the hottest towns in the USA.
I'm not playing anywhere, so you can have
You could take those. So that's really, we should do like a whole map. You know,
Yes.
pinpoint both of yours, like
We
with a
should
red
do a
one and a
map.
blue one.
Yeah.
Those-
Who's red? Who's blue? Like,
Yeah.
It's
I would go with red for her.
Yeah, you have
Yeah, I'll
to
be
blue.
red.
The boys are
Definitely.
always blue.
definitely.
Yeah. Gender roles.
So you're headlining,
Love
you're
it.
on tour. I've got to ask you guys.
I feel like a
How long
slacker.
have you been doing performing live?
Since
Professionally or some, yeah.
2014 or so.
And
About
you've been
5
doing
years.
comedy for how long?
I started improv in 2006, which is, if you don't know anything about improv, it's the lowest form of comedy. It's like acting and like theater games. I did that for 5 years, unfortunately. Then a one-woman show. Then I started stand-up in 2011, so I still have you beat. That's right.
Cool.
I'm doing stand-up for
All right,
9
8 years. 8 years. Thank you. All of that to get to 8
Sorry.
years.
I don't know why I'm so fired up.
There's like this
What's
weird
the drink?
competition going on.
What's
I
the
think
drink?
I definitely started that with the
Ever
August
since-
3rd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a Scorpio. I'll kill you.
So am I.
Oh,
You guys did not do your research before you had us on. What day?
Wait, the 11th?
November?
Yeah.
I'm November 4th.
Girl. We're friends now.
Yep.
Are you?
I don't know.
Is that how Scorpios? I thought Scorpios hate each other.
Or we
Well,
kill each other.
yeah, like we hate each other till we realize we're on the same team.
Scorpios will leave you for dead in the desert.
You guys were great until you heard about August 3rd, and then it was on.
Yeah.
Then we
Yeah.
just fight.
That's a Scorpio.
It's a really good thing to do that on a podcast.
Papa!
So both of you have followings and fans at this point. Have either of you ever experienced any weird or creepy fandom? Anything weird like that?
Have
Anybody
you,
ever
Dan
stalk
Zlotnick?
you or?
Not stalking. Actually, recently a woman got a tattoo of one of my songs, which
What?
is
Wow.
an unreleased song. So I have some music out in the internet, but
Is this woman an ex-girlfriend?
no, and she's great. I've like gone to shows with her. She's awesome. But yeah, it just kind of at first it really weirded me out. I was like, what if this song is terrible and everybody hates it and it never sees the light of day? And Yeah, so it's still unreleased, but she still has the tattoo. It wasn't one of those like ones that you got at the Pride Parade.
Is
You
it-
can wash it off. But,
Is it lyrics or is it the title?
it's both, yeah. So the title of the song is called "The Man Who Died Here Saved Me." It's actually on my Instagram, and it comes from a picture that I took. I was out in New Mexico, and that was written on a bridge, on pocket knife.
So it's not
Wow.
like your
Yeah.
entire.
It was really.
This woman sounds
the man
Where did she
who
get this
died
tattoo?
here saved
Can I
me.
ask you?
I think I've only.
Is it on her
I think it's
coochie?
no. I think it's
song
on the back
lyrics.
of her
It must
arm.
be her whole
I'm
back.
pretty sure it's the back
The
of her
entire
arm.
thing.
Ooh,
Yeah.
food is here.
Oh,
What do we have here,
Ooh,
Justin?
look at
much
these
more
balls.
interesting than anything that I
What
could
kind of
talk
balls
about.
did you bring us?
What's that?
What kind of balls are these? Ooh.
Dangly ones.
I noticed the left one's a little lower.
Arancini,
Arancini.
Can I smell them?
rice balls, and then you have
Smells
shishito
delicious.
peppers.
Oh,
Wow.
shishito
Made today.
peppers. As long as
Delicious.
these balls don't smell like paper mache, I'm in.
Again, we're coming to you from Stone
Is that-
Fire,
is that
251 Lexington
We
Avenue
all know what
in
they
Mount
smell like.
Kisco,
Thank you.
New York. Like Justin said, we got some arancino and some shishito peppers, which are everywhere now.
They're
And I've become a
everywhere.
fan of them.
They have amazing pizza here. I
These
can't
are
wait
not
to
as-
try their pizza.
These are not as burnt as I've seen shishito peppers, i.e. Lilies and White Plains, very burnt shishito peppers.
Should we?
You're a big-
Take
Is that a good
break
thing?
now? How,
Is it-
You're a
Andrew,
big
how far
fan.
in are
I
we?
kind of
right
like
now?
them burnt. I've never had them not burnt.
25. Should we pause to eat, or is there more coming? Do we know what's going on? More coming.
There is more
Okay.
coming. Yes.
Chris, you're talking about lilies. Obviously, you're a Long Island transplant.
I'm a transplant.
You've been in Westchester for I think 2 years, 2.5 years.
Yeah, best 2.5 years of my life.
And besides comparing it to Long Island, the people, what's been your best experiences? What's been your favorite restaurants and bars, or least favorite? For that
Okay,
matter?
I'm obsessed with Lily's and White Plains because they have amazing drinks and fun little food on plates. No, they have
plates?
tapas.
no, the tapas.
They have
the
food on
appetizers are
plates?
amazing.
It's
Wow.
just I'm
It's
an
true.
ambiance whore. So if it's nice, I'll be very forgiving on everything else. but
Lily's is one of my favorite places.
They've nailed both. Who I dislike very much is BLT in White Plains. So crazy overrated. It's at the restaurant by the big blades of grass by the. It's in the main Times Square of White Plains.
Yes.
Overrated. That place sucks. Morton's is great. I've heard they have a really good happy hour, which I
Morton's
need
is
to check
great.
out. Who else do
They're
I
going to
like?
be on our podcast at some
Really?
point.
All right, hit me up.
They're going to host us. They're going to host us.
I like steak. Yeah, who else do I like? I like the Tim Hortons by the train station. Shout out to everybody there. I got my iced coffee with almond milk every day. They're very fast. I'll get in line. I'll have literally 3 minutes till the train comes, and I go iced coffee, almond milk, and then whoop, in 60 seconds it's out. It's it's incredible what they do there. You can't really have dinner there, but more food is out now.
More food is out.
It is.
All right,
These look
let's.
like
It's
tubes.
delicious.
We're gonna try everything. We're gonna get back to you just a few minutes.
Twizzlers.
This all looks delicious.
And we'll talk about my
Smells
fans.
delicious.
We'll talk about Chrissie's fans. We'll talk about the food here. We'll do some more promos about Stonefire, which this food looks amazing. And we'll be right back, guys.
All right.
This does look good. It
This
smells
looks great.
good.
Yeah.
It smells really good.
Yes, the
It's
different- Hey, well, welcome back. We are joined by the chef here at Stonefire, Christian. I don't know your last name.
Meixner.
Christian Meixner. And in front of us, do you want to explain to us what we have? I know you're known for your food, obviously, and your pizza, especially because Stonefire Pizza is one of your specialties that you do here. And how many pizzas do you actually have on the menu?
Probably about 10.
10 pizzas. And we have what, a truffle pizza here?
This one is mozzarella, goat cheese, pistachios, and truffle honey.
Smells delicious.
One of my favorites. It's kind of not really simple, but the flavors are perfect.
Okay. You
And
want
then we have in front, there's arancini, which is a risotto ball with sausage, mozzarella, saffron, over some marinara.
Okay.
And then we have a burrata dish with pistachio arugula pesto underneath.
Is that burrata made
Pepperoni.
here?
We do not make the burrata, but it is locally made. And then pepperoni chips and cherry tomatoes.
Wow. Pepperoni chips?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Little textural thing.
That looks incredible. I can't wait to try that.
And then we have, this is one of our, we actually took it off the menu for the summer, but is one of our most popular pastas during the winter. It's a short rib gemelli. So it's all our pastas are made in house. We do about 12 different shapes, and this one has diced braised short rib, roasted sweet potatoes, mushrooms, and Brussels sprouts. And then it's in like the demi that we use to braise the short rib, and then a little touch of cream, so it has a little richness to it. One of my favorite pastas, like all around. And
Looks really hearty.
It's hearty, but
tasty.
not too heavy.
Okay.
It sounds heavier than it is.
Okay.
And then one of our bar snacks, we do little bar bites, is a shishito pepper with smoked paprika salt.
Okay.
And then here, this is a special we're doing right now. Is the pasta is called a Stella. It's a star-shaped tube pasta. It's a fun shape. It really holds the sauce well, and it's in a saffron cream sauce with smoked ham, sugar snap peas, and scallions.
Wow, that looks amazing.
That one's got a lot of flavor.
Amazing. So what is your history as far as chef? Where did you go to school? Where are you from?
I'm from Somers.
Okay.
Worked around here a little bit, kind of didn't know where I was going with culinary school. Worked at the Bedford Post as a sous chef. Then actually I worked here at the Flying Pig before I moved to the city, and I was in the city for about 10 years.
Where'd you work there?
I was executive chef at Carnegie Hall.
Wow.
I worked with Star Restaurant Group, helped them open a couple locations, then kind of went into catering. Also worked for Andrew Carmelini at the William Vale Hotel in Brooklyn.
Okay.
And then I worked for David Burke at Tavern 62. And now I joined Johnny and Tommy here at Stonefire. And I actually worked for them maybe 18 years ago, something like that.
Okay.
And so kind of coming back to my roots.
Stonefire's been how long here?
We're here over a year and a half now.
Year and a half?
Two.
It was
December
the Flying Pig, and it
2017.
was Cafe Antiqua before that, right?
And then I think-
Antico? Cafe Antico, and then it was Flying Pig.
Then it was
and now it's
251 Lexington. Now Stonefire's here for the long
Stonefire.
haul.
Year and a half
We're
you've
not
been
going
here.
anywhere, yes.
Yeah. And every Wednesday you have live music on the patio.
Live music.
Right? From 6 to 9.
Then we do ladies' night on Thursday nights.
Right. Right. And do you do specials like every night? Do you have like a special menu? or is
Tuesdays
it-
we do a pasta night, which is basically we create 3 different pastas that either on the menu or off the menu, and then you get a sample of each of those, and then
Nice.
a glass of wine, and then you can eat as much as you want of those. So you can have all 3 again, you can have 1 again. So that's a really cool,
Wow, that's really great.
cool incentive to come by.
Great.
And but we do specials often.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Somebody
every
wants
night.
something special, like you can make it for them. Like, oh, I want this pasta, but in this kind of sauce.
Yeah, we have-
You're very
we have-
creative that way. You're very accommodating here.
Try to be, yeah.
Right.
There's-
I ate here once before, and I had the branzino on the menu, and it was exceptional.
Good one.
Loved it.
Thank you.
Loved it, and I love the saute of vegetables that you had underneath it. It was really light, but also very filling.
Nice.
Really loved it. It was delicious. That, and I had a Caesar salad,
Nice.
which fresh anchovies on there.
Oh yeah, the boccherones.
Yeah,
are great.
and cauliflower in there.
Yeah.
I really like that too.
Nice.
It was delicious. So I thank you very much for hosting us.
Thanks for
I
having
know
me.
you're busy and you have to get back to the kitchen.
Well,
You
thank
got to
you.
make all that fresh pasta for everyone. And with that, we're gonna dive in and,
All
and
right,
enjoy.
enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's eat these balls.
Lowest low hanging balls over here.
We are back. We are still here at Stonefire, 251 Lexington Avenue in Mount Kisco, New York. We just finished stuffing our stomachs with some of the best dishes here. We're going to get right to that, but we are keeping Dan from performing downstairs.
Yeah.
Dan had a great story about a fan. And that's all I know.
Yeah. So it actually takes place in Mount Holly, North Carolina, which is not Holly Springs, North Carolina. And there's this great little coffee shop where you play completely unplugged. It's called Catawba Coffee Company. And a guy comes up to me after the show, and he goes, "Do you like John Prine?" And I love John Prine. I was like, "Yeah, you know, I like his stuff. I'm not a huge fan." He goes, "You know what you should do?" He goes, "You should blow up your television. You should throw away your newspaper. You should move down here." And then he just kept going and going, and it ended up with you should try and find Jesus. And I'm Jewish and I'm from
not
Westchester.
interested.
So I was like, thank you very much, sir. I'm going to be leaving now. And I have no idea what you're talking about. And so the next day I get in the car to go to the next show, whatever it is. And I plug in my phone, which is hooked up to Pandora. And the John Prine song, Spanish Pipe Dream, comes up. And the chorus of that song is blow up your TV, throw away your paper, move to the country, find yourself a home, have a lot of children, try and find Jesus. And so it hit me that this guy was quoting a John Prine song that I had never heard before. And
Oh my God.
I was probably giving him this really polite blank stare that was also tinged with a bit of fear, being a Jew in the South. And so... I
So he was a
wish I
bigger
could go
John
back
Prine fan
and
than you.
apologize for my reaction to him, and now I know that I won't say I'm a fan of anyone for fear of not knowing every lyric to every song.
Well, here's your chance to apologize
Yeah.
to this man.
I hope you're listening.
I believe his name is Mike. So Mike from North Carolina, I'm sorry.
There we go.
Spanish pipe dream. I've never had a
It's
Spanish pipe. How about you, Liz?
Never.
Just haven't.
Never.
Puerto
Haven't done it.
Rican, but not Spanish.
Yeah, Puerto Rican.
You should listen to the
Puerto
song.
Rican,
It's a good
Cuban.
song.
Okay. That was
Half
good.
and half.
I'll play
It's
it when
good.
you guys come down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna come down.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Cool.
I
Get
can't
out of
wait
here.
to
Yeah,
see you later.
thank you guys so much for having me. This was great. I'll see you all on August 3rd.
Awesome.
At my show.
Awesome.
Again,
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, Dan Zlotnick, danzlotnick.com,
And again,
ZLOTNICK.com.
Drop it like it's lot.
You can always go to outinwestchester.com for
right.
Dan's upcoming shows or my Facebook page, Out in Westchester. I always have his stuff listed there.
He's cute. Can we talk about him now?
He's very cute.
He's cute.
Yeah.
He shaves his head, but in a confident, like, hey, I don't need hair. You know, like I don't.
Do you think of guys that shave their head, do you think they shave their head too?
I mean, I would
that
hope
is
that
that
the
a
head of your
thing?
penis is not hairy.
Oh, that's true. I meant
if
the
you have
whole
to shave
thing.
the whole penis, I mean, I have biological questions there.
Yeah. Yeah. Where's the 23andMe figuring that out?
No, I think men get to a point where like you look better bald, like, and you look way better. Like I'm always analyzing
bald.
people on the train. Yeah.
Andrew, are you naturally
Our
bald at this
cameraman.
point?
Wait,
or-
yeah,
wait, Chrissie,
wait.
maybe you want to slide in?
Wait, I have
slide
to
in closer.
say.
Yeah, can I
have
slide
to
in?
Next to
say-
Liz.
Can I take
Let me-
the Zan seat?
Let
Yeah.
me just say that baldness is sexy.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
Hello. Very hot.
Bald men are extremely sexy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's looking right.
It's
Andrew's got this
true.
big
Andrew-
smile on his
Andrew's
face.
so
Oh
happy.
my
I
God,
just said
Andrew
that.
has a boner currently.
Just say that I'm literally planning.
Do you want to sit with us, actually?
Sure.
Join
Get
us.
up in here.
If you guys don't know, Andrew Steiner is a comedian from Westchester,
You're now-
New Rochelle native.
Yeah.
Our producer, our engineer, he's fantastic. Without him, we would not have this program.
Yeah. He's
So-
in the leg seat now.
So bald men are really good in bed. That's what I think.
Ooh,
They really
I've
are.
never
I
been
know
with
You know why?
one.
Because they have a lot of testosterone.
Yes, they literally have a lot of testosterone. That's what makes you go bald.
They're really,
Andrew, in your experience,
really
are bald
hot.
men good in bed?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm good at making people squirt.
Oh, hey, girl.
Can we go in this direction with this? I mean, it's past the halfway
Well,
point,
listen,
so if they're
you know,
listening, they're listening.
But men with hair are also good.
Yeah,
They're also
yeah, they
sexy.
are.
They're also
Yeah.
good in bed.
They are all
Not
of those
to exclude
things.
you in this
Don't
conversation.
exclude me.
I don't even
don't
know if
feel
I'm in the
excluded.
shot because I just
gonna
fixed
change-
it, so it was just
Go ahead,
you guys.
do what you got to do.
But
doesn't
I just
matter.
want to say one thing.
Yeah.
I want to grow a ponytail. I want to
No.
go real creepy.
Nope, don't do it. I'm saying don't.
Only if you bring back Johnny Rocket.
Yeah, I will.
I miss Johnny Rocket.
Can we call this the
No.
Damp in Westchester podcast?
No.
The Damp.
You're going to look like a
you're
Jehovah's
leaving?
Witness if you do that. You do realize
scared 'em
that,
away.
right? Don't the Jehovah's Witnesses have like... they're
Why do
all
you use quotation
shaven?
marks for Jehovah's Witness?
I don't know if that's you really...
Like
they
they're
call
not
them
really
now.
Jehovah's Witnesses?
Do they call them that nowadays?
Yes,
I
they
don't
do.
know. I mean,
They
everything's
go, can I get a
changed.
witness? And
I
then
am
they
tr-
pop up.
I'm trying to be politically correct. That's
This
why.
doesn't make it politically. The quotation fingers
Like,
don't
I'm
make
nervous
it
to
correct.
say what I'm saying, so I'll just do this.
Yeah.
The entire time.
I've never
Bald
been
men
attracted to a 16-year-old boy.
To a 16-year-old.
He had a good internship lined up. He looked mature for his age.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I'm just
Speaking
kidding.
of creepy,
Hello.
I know for a fact that, backing off of what Dan was saying with his odd fan experience, you've had your fair share More than your
Oh, I
more than
bet you
anyone's
have.
fair share of creepy fans.
Look at her. Red hair, blue eyes.
None of it's real.
Sexy girl.
None of it's real.
Oh, stop. It's all real.
I'm a natural blonde.
So how many stalkers do you have?
Honestly, not enough, Liz.
Really? I know. We
would,
can't have enough, right?
I would like more. There's always room for
feel
more.
like, you know,
Yeah, I had a guy. I mean, the first really like noticeable fan thing that happened was like a guy dressed up like me in drag, like dressed up
No.
like me and took pictures and was like, "Oh, I love Chrissie." He just bought this cheap wig.
no.
Right? Yeah. And then he died. Rest in peace, Zach Hudak.
Zach from Pittsburgh. This is
Zach.
true because
And
this
his
was
name
all over.
rhymes,
I'm like, my
Zach
first
Hudak.
real fan died. It was so sad.
He dressed up. He bought the wig. It was bright red. He
Yep.
put on bright red lipstick.
Yep.
He bought dresses that looked like dresses Chrissie's worn on
No.
stage.
Yes.
And he took pictures in
He
his
was like-
kitchen, bending over in the dress. He took pictures in front of a green screen where it looked like he was on a comedy set.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a true story.
And now he's dead.
What?
But great fan.
You killed him.
It's
Do you
hard
feel
to
like the
keep up
blood's on your
looking
hand?
like you. That's
No.
what it is.
I don't feel like it's my fault. I mean, I don't actually know. Maybe he committed suicide. Either way, it's not okay that he's dead.
Wait, do you actually know how he died?
Heart attack?
You
No.
I don't remember right now. I've had two
Maybe
cucumbers.
it was like some sort of relationship he had, and
I don't know. I mean, I had a guy send me a bra and panties, like matching, like that I really wanted. Because he was like,
As a
"Oh,
gift?
yeah, as a
Yeah.
gift." Like, because at first he sent me 2 pairs of Doc Martens boots, and like they didn't fit, and I like there were ones I really wanted, and I like returned them, and I was like, "Look, I returned your money. They don't fit." And he's like, "What else can I get you?" And I sent him so he sent me like a pair of like red bra and panties, and they're cute. It's weird, but it's nice. It's nice to get. I love getting
something sounds
gifts. It sounds like we're in a cave. Or it sounds
sounds
like
much
we're
better,
in
actually.
Howe Cavern.
sounds much better now.
You ever been to Howe Cavern?
I have.
Stalactites, stalagmites. I'm very stalactite down there.
Oh,
I
that's
have
better.
been to
I
Howe
do
Cavern.
Kegels. Yeah, so there's someone sent me underwear. A lot of people lately asking me for nude photos. I think it's because my Patreon, I've been posting more like
Well,
bikini photos.
it's called the wet spot, honey.
But that was before the wet spot, pre-wet spot.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is just when you were doing stand up.
Yeah, just like living life. People DM me all the time, like, "Hey, what would you like if you wanted to send me a few nude photos? Like, what would I have to do to get that?"
I don't know why women.
Has that ever happened?
Why do women do that?
Yes,
to,
all
to
the.
men?
Oh, have I
What?
ever sent somebody
Have you
a
ever
nude?
sent a nude?
No, I mean, I did send one nude to somebody because he sent me $50, but it was a nude photo of a random guy I found on
Somebody
the
else.
internet.
Yeah, exactly. That's
You
what I
sent
do.
a picture of a guy.
Yeah, it was a random guy I found on the internet. And he got so mad. He's like, "I'm a law student. I work hard. I'm broke. How dare you waste my money?" I'm like, "Girl, you sent me $50 asking a comedian for a nude, and you're shocked that I sent you a random picture of a naked guy with his dick out? I'm sorry. You should
know.
not be surprised."
People ask me for nudes all the time.
Do
too.
they really?
Yeah. And I
just part of
usually
being
send
a
them a
girl.
picture of like a really hairy ape like this, like, oh. And I'm like, here it is.
I'm like,
unshaven.
I'm like, if you want to hack into my cloud, by all means, they're all up there. Go
Right,
get them.
right.
But
I don't
no.
know why. Young girls probably have a lot of nudes out there, though. I don't do that.
I mean,
there's probably a few floating out there of me
Yeah.
somewhere.
I never take a nude that I'm like embarrassed if it were to get out. I'd be like,
Right,
oops.
exactly.
Good thing I look good.
Me neither.
Yeah.
If you're gonna get it out there,
We'll
might as
have
well
to
look good.
We'll
you
have
have to
to
pose
do,
right.
We should
you know.
do like a dual like photo or something and just put it in the cloud and see what happens.
Dual nudes.
Dual nudes.
No, we have to like Photoshop our heads on top of like 2 Playboy playmates.
I mean, we're already
would be
super
ideal.
hot, Liz. Girl, we
All
don't
right.
need to
Okay, we can do that.
airbrush. We're ready.
It's all right.
We started talking about right before
Boy,
the
that
break.
was a digression.
Oh, right. The food.
Oh, right, the food. You said the
Jesus.
food. It was so good here.
Wow, blown away.
Literally the best food I've had all day.
What did you have today? Before that,
I
Did
had
you eat
an
anything?
arepa.
all right.
I
Did
don't
you
know
call
what
the
that is.
police?
No, I am not going to press charges.
Okay.
Because I really wanted it, and I was wearing a skirt. No, it was really good. It's from this place in New York City. in Columbus Circle. But let's talk about this food. They had this truffle honey pizza, which is so good. If you
So
like
good.
a touch of sweet, so good. They had these balls.
Goat cheese on there. It's delicious. The
forget
goat cheese.
What was in the balls? But I cradled them, as if they were.
You were gentle with them.
Yeah, I loved them.
Still a
Sausage
little
was
bit
in the
left.
balls.
Yeah.
It's very good.
I really
But
loved
the
the
burrata.
burrata. Oh,
Burrata was very good.
so good.
We asked the chef or the manager, Justin, actually, if there's one dish here that he would recommend our listeners or viewers actually try. He said the burrata.
Yeah.
And they had these little pepperoni chips.
They fry up pepperonis and just sprinkle them on
Such a
things.
simple thing, but
Like-
it goes really well
like
with the
a
burrata.
fairy.
with cherry tomatoes.
So good.
So good.
That short rib pasta was delicious.
They had two
Love
kinds
that.
of pastas they gave us. Yeah, the short rib pasta was the one that they discontinued for because it's like very
It's only in the,
autumnal.
it's a winter item.
Yeah.
A fall item, I believe they
Savory,
said.
it's
very
yummy.
nice with short ribs.
What's
and then
the
we had
other
another pasta. It had like a curry sauce or something on there. It was really
It
good.
was in
He described
tubes.
it before.
It was good.
It was good. I don't know
Everything
what
was
to
so
call it.
fresh. That's why I think it tasted
I think
so
they
great.
made the pasta. Did they make their own pasta? They turn
Everything's
it
made
through
here.
like a Play-Doh machine, like really.
Yeah.
It was so good.
That shishito peppers, these are popping up everywhere now.
They're hot
It's
right
like
now.
Is
such
that
a
like the
go-to
new
bar item.
edamame? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, it's a new edamame. It's a new Brussels sprout, which I guess I don't know. Every year there's like a new food trend, something
Yeah.
simple that you can make at home that restaurants just realize, hey, if we can make this well, people will spend $6, $7, $8, $10 on this
Right.
as an appetizer. And these shishito peppers,
They
they're
were good.
blistered
They're
with sea salt,
good.
delicious.
They were really good.
They're so delicious.
Yeah, I could fit like 4 in my mouth at the same time.
We saw. She tried.
I was just trying to impress everybody.
Yeah.
These balls, let me tell you, back to the balls. Second best ball I've ever tasted,
How's your dad doing, by the way?
Ew! We don't talk.
What's this cucumber drink you've got, by the way?
It's my second one.
Which is on the happy hour menu, by the way.
Yes, it's cucumber
Right.
Tito's vodka, maybe some Saint
It's
Germain.
cool as a cucumber,
Yeah.
which is Tito infused with
Tito
cucumber.
infused with cucumber and basil, served on the rocks.
Yeah.
It's wrapped. It has a belt of cucumber around it.
Yeah.
It's really great. They
Keep
also
it all
have a Cosmo on the happy hour menu for $7.
Yes, tell us about the happy hour.
Stone Cold Brew for $7, which is like Bailey's German amaretto and iced coffee topped with espresso beans.
That's what I should
That
have
sounded
in the
really
morning on my
good.
way to work. A little iced coffee, a little Bailey's, make the day go
They
smoother.
have an old fashioned on the happy hour menu, and I saw them making it downstairs, and they have like those really huge, like one ice cube.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love those big one ice cubes that they put in those small little rock
I like
glasses.
a big cube.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we all like big cubes. And then they have a Stonefire margarita, which is
I love a marg.
It's
Casamigos Blanco
Casamigos
tequila.
Blanco tequila.
That's George Clooney's tequila.
Is it?
Yes.
Agave and fresh lime juice, right? And then they have wine and red on tap for $5 and draft beer for $5. Then they have small bites also for $7, of which were those blistered
Yeah, those are good.
shishito peppers.
Shishito.
They have disco fries, which come with a short rib gravy and cheese sauce, truffle bites, sugar snap peas, margarita pizza, grilled Italian sausage. So it's a nice little happy hour menu. I actually really like it.
Yeah.
Just remember,
It's
if you
great.
don't like your loud peppers at home, you should try shishito peppers.
And every Wednesday,
They're
again, they
quiet.
have music from 6 to 9.
And then Thursday's ladies' night, half off drinks from 6 to 10.
ladies.
And coming up this week coming up, they have on Wednesday, they have Summer Feats on Wednesday
Feet?
night.
What
from
is that?
6 to 9. It's a band.
Oh,
I haven't heard of them.
I think
Summer
meant
Feats, they're a band. And then on 7/24, they have my friend Scott Morgan.
Oh, cool.
Ooh, who's Scott Morgan?
Scott Morgan, he plays guitar. He's also
Is he cute?
he's very cute.
Oh my god.
But
I
he's
feel like I
dating
should
somebody.
step away
So.
and let them just talk.
Get out of here.
I think they're going to
Graham.
talk about their favorite, most attractive musician friends.
There's several of those.
Scott Morgan.
You know what, Liz? Who is the best
Oh, here we
looking?
go.
No.
Yes, I have to know.
No, I
Because
can't go there.
who is the best looking musician
In
acquaintance
Westchester.
of yours in Westchester? Westchester based.
Ooh, yes.
And this isn't saying anything bad about anybody else. Just
Right.
who is the most handsome or the most beautiful
On
musician?
a scale from 1 to I'll meet you in the men's room. Who is it?
Thinking. I'm
Is it
just
Scott
thinking.
Morgan?
Nope. It's this guy, Anson Barnes.
Anson?
Anson Barnes. He is hot.
How do you spell Anson?
ASIM Barnes.
Assum.
Anson. Anson.
Assum.
Barnes.
ASIM. That's not
ASIM.
Asim?
I call him Asim Barnes. I
And
don't
he
know.
responds?
Asim. It's probably Asim Barnes. I don't
Probably
know.
Asim.
Call
Are
him
you
Asim
sure
Barnes.
he's attractive and you're just not thinking
I
about
think
hooking
he's-
up when you say his name?
Assum.
I
It's
don't know.
probably a seam.
He's really
It's
young.
probably Asim.
No, he's really young, and when I met him, I was like, "Oh my God, he's
like
like
to
a
ass
young
him.
Lenny Kravitz." He
Ooh,
is like-
Assum. There's Assum. Look at him. He does look like a young Lenny
He is
Kravitz.
That's a handsome dude.
So
Ooh,
talented.
girl, I get it. Oh
He
my
plays like
God.
Jimi
Put this up on the
Hendrix.
thing.
Woo!
He's
He's
hot.
hot.
He's really
I
hot.
get it.
Does he
No,
play solo or is
I
he in a
have
band?
a picture of him that you could put up.
He's your
Naked?
number one.
Have you sent him your nudes? Is that where you were
No.
talking
I
about?
want to send him
No,
a nude
He's just a friend. I haven't really.
For now.
for
He's a
the
friend.
time being.
Wait,
No.
okay.
It's not.
Is he?
It's
Oh,
not
tell
like
us about
that.
his band, his music. What is he? I see him with a guitar. Is that a bass
Mm-hmm.
or is that a regular? I didn't see.
He's a guitar player.
Okay.
Plays by himself.
Okay.
He usually
Oh,
plays.
well, until you get there.
Well, no, he has a band. The name of his band is Asim Barnes, I guess. I call him Asim Barnes. I don't know. I don't know how to say his name. But I just say people's names as they look.
Andrew,
Asim
Asim-
Barnes.
Asim or Asim?
Assum Barnes,
Asim?
What do you think?
injury attorney.
Asim, right? It's got to be Asim.
Yeah, isn't it Asino and Barnes?
No, I'm telling you.
Assum and Barnes.
I met
injury
him a few weeks
attorney.
ago, and I thought, wow, he's hot.
Wow.
He really is.
Let's get some
He's
Assum
young.
Barnes.
He's
We got to get
young.
Asim Barnes on here.
Yes.
Really
Are you going to be able to
talented.
conduct an interview
He
with
looks
him? or are
like
you
he
gonna
has
just-
a big penis. Like sometimes you can tell by just a photo. Is that? Can I say that? And
Yeah.
out in Westchester.
Yeah.
You can
The
say
penis is out in Westchester.
Yeah, I would
curse.
hope. I hope it is.
Say whatever you want. I'm just
Yep.
saying that.
Look, we've been good about avoiding actual profanities. Penis is the medical term for
Medical.
yeah. It's,
Let's get
it's-
medical.
You asked me.
Anatomically
You
correct.
asked me. It's beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
But I would
You
like to
asked me
behold him.
Who I
He's
thought
cute.
was hot, and I just thought of who I came across recently,
Mm-hmm.
and he came to mind.
I get it, girl.
And he's going to be very excited I said that because he plays a lot, and he always like shares stuff to my wall and stuff. And he usually
Share
plays
something else to your wall.
He usually plays Friday nights down at Big Billy Bar. I think it's Big Billy's Bar in Mount Vernon.
I seem to have noticed we've gotten her going now.
Yeah.
Have you
I
seemed
seem to have noticed my drink is getting low.
I seem to see that
I tell you, I have to stop drinking on these podcasts. You want me to drink, and I can't talk. That's
yeah,
okay.
This is how we learn about
You
Asim.
like it.
We would not have known about Asim if it wasn't for the drink.
He's
So,
really, really
best
cute.
looking
You
musician
know
in
what?
Westchester.
I'm going to
Best
invite him
looking.
to come on.
Yes, please do.
I will.
I will play matchmaker.
I will.
Ooh.
I will get. How old do you think he is? He looks like late
22.
20s. 20? Is he 22?
He's probably 22.
He seems to be
He's
under
very
30.
young. Yeah. He's very young,
Wow.
but he's really
Is he single?
talented. I have no idea.
I mean, he's about to be.
Yeah.
I have no idea, but I think he's really cute.
Temporarily until Liz.
Yeah, gets a hold of him.
Yeah. It's
He's
a game
too young.
over.
He's too young for me,
No.
but I do
What?
think he's really hot.
No,
He's really
girl.
cute.
What's too young for you? Let's change course a little bit. What do you think is too young, especially in Westchester County?
Yeah.
Where anything
All
goes.
right.
I've known
Anything
people
goes.
in 20, 30, 40-year gaps.
Westchester's like Vegas.
Yeah. It really is.
You're
Especially
asking
compared to
me?
Long Island.
Are you
Oh,
asking
Long
me?
Island's
I'm
garbage
asking you,
people.
Liz. Liz, you're 31 years old.
Mm-hmm.
What's too young for you?
Well, I used to have like a 10-year swing.
Okay.
You know, like I could go 10 years younger or 10 years older.
What is it now? You said you used to have that.
Well, now it's 20.
now it's
Okay.
20. Yeah.
20-year swing. So I
Okay.
can go. I've dated 20 years younger than me. I've dated 20 years older than me. I think anything goes. I think it's really like there's
If you
a lot.
mesh with somebody.
Yes, it's about the
Yeah.
connection always. But I've met older people that act so immature that it's ridiculous. And then I've met a lot of younger people that are even more mature than their age. So it really depends on their upbringing and how they carry
And how
themselves.
much time you spent in the sun. You know, your moisturizing regime.
It's really about how they're raised. It really is. I'm telling you. You
Now-
can
Yeah.
be raised and be an asshole, or you can be raised and be a very a gentleman.
Very
So,
seemly
right.
gentleman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think? Because we talked about horror stories last week with Caitlin Murphy and Mary. Let's say you're going to go out on a date in Westchester. I want both of your input on this. And you have less experience in Westchester, but I'm sure you can relate and you know what's about the county. What would be the ideal date? Let's say Asim calls you and he says, Liz, I'm taking you out. Where does he take you first? What do you guys do?
We meet usually about 5-ish.
5?
5 or 6.
She's a happy hour gal. You know
Yeah.
that.
Who the hell is home at 5
Early.
o'clock?
5 or 6. I'd like to meet 5 or 6.
Okay.
Wow.
Maybe someplace on the water like Liscau.
Okay.
So there's a view.
Yeah, the water.
Yeah, I like to be by the water usually when I meet somebody. It's sort of romantic.
Are you
And
a water
then
sign?
I am a Taurus.
Okay.
I am a
Okay, earth sign.
You know, and they have live music there. So from Wednesday night, something like an off night, like a weird night, not like a Friday or Saturday. You know, and you meet.
Not a peak night.
Yeah, exactly.
A
Well, you
low-
might have other things
a low
going on,
intensity
like a Tuesday,
night.
Wednesday, maybe even a Thursday. During the week
Yeah.
is usually good. You go, you meet, you have a drink, and you see if there's any chemistry there. If you laugh and you know you have some sort of the personalities blend, then you take it to the next step, and you're like, oh, well, you know, I like this guy.
Yeah.
Then you spend a little more time with them. Maybe you go to dinner after drinks, and from there you see where it leads to. You go to another place, maybe.
Oh.
What's the next date spot
Second
for
place.
you? Second date, a little more intimate.
Okay.
You know, where are you getting a little more romantic?
My place.
Oh!
Oh my God!
This is in Westchester then.
In Westchester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit! You're a second date gal. You'll
No,
bang
I'm
on the
not.
second date.
No.
She's a first date gal.
No.
Really?
I think so.
Will you bang on the first date?
Yes, she
Liz?
will.
No, actually, I won't.
Wow, what
Really?
a classy
At
lady
least
you
wait
are.
to the second date. At
Okay,
least.
yeah.
Maybe the third date.
Wow, very classy. Very,
third
very
date.
classy.
No, I usually wait. You're supposed to wait like 3 weeks, 2 weeks.
Girls
It's
from
like
Long
a
Island don't wait
2-week
at all.
thing.
Yeah, but 2 weeks doesn't make sense if you see the person 5 or 6 times in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
True.
Because you
So,
know
you
the
can't put a
first date.
time
You
on
know
it.
right away if you
Right.
want to bang somebody. You
You
know
do.
within like
Yeah.
a minute.
You do know within the first
Yeah.
date if you're gonna.
I heard you know within the first
Be with
5
them or not.
minutes.
Less than that.
Is it 5 seconds? It's 5 seconds or 5 minutes when you
for
know?
me, I know
seconds.
10 seconds.
For men, is it 5 seconds?
Well,
it's
you
for
know how they look. Like how they look is one thing, but you have to hear them speak, and then you're like, okay, I'm in. It's on.
You know if it's someone
Yeah.
you would want to. Not necessarily I'm going to do something
Yeah.
with them, but
Want
I
to.
would do this.
I would say like within the first half hour. I need to actually
You need a
know
half
if they have.
hour.
Yeah, I
If
need
you
to know if they have a
job.
brain.
Oh.
I need to know if they have a brain and they're
Health
gonna be able to,
insurance.
like, yeah, you know.
Do they have?
So you
kids?
spend about a half an hour here with Dan Zlotnick, Liz.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
She'd hit it.
Yeah.
No.
I'd hit it.
No.
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 You
Dan
want
and I
your
are just
Racine?
friends.
Is it because he makes no money as a musician? Probably. Sorry. Truth bomb. It's truth.
No, I think he's very sexy.
Okay, but what's
do.
keeping you from? It's the money thing.
No, it's not the money thing. I'm just I'm busy in other areas.
Oh, girl,
the
you're
moment.
seeing somebody.
Are you?
I don't know.
Are you single or taken in Westchester?
What's
going
Are you
on here?
out in Westchester or not, Liz?
I am out in Westchester for
Oh,
sure.
she is out in Westchester.
I'm out in
All right.
Westchester.
But you've met someone. You've clearly that
I'm
reaction.
just dating. That's all I'm doing. I'm just dating.
Ooh.
How many dates with this new dating person? More than 2.
tell
More than 2?
Have you
tell you.
banged?
Just saying that I'm
Oh my
dating.
God, you're
I'm
seeing
dating.
You're
somebody.
dating someone.
I'm dating.
Dating.
I'm dating.
But that could mean
Wow.
multiple people.
Correct.
Are you dating
But-
multiple
That's
what that
person?
means.
One.
I'm dating multiple people.
Okay. Okay. I totally
wouldn't have-
heard this as one.
I think it's one, and you're trying to downplay it because you wouldn't
No.
have been like, ooh.
Nope.
If there was somebody special, you'd be like, no thanks. You're
No,
dating
if there
a
was-
lot of D-bags.
If there was somebody special, I would definitely say yes. But
doubt in Westchester.
This will be continued.
yeah, we'll
This
see.
we will see where
I-
this is next week.
You know,
I seem to have noticed a group
am
of people are coming in.
Ew, there's
Dating.
a family coming in. Gross.
Little kids?
oh, little kids.
So we should not talk about
We
Liz's
gotta
sex
keep it
life.
up. We
Okay.
Dicks. Sorry, they came from one.
gotta keep it down.
Oh,
The mother just gave us a really nasty
Well,
look.
we were here first, and I was physically on this planet before.
This is what happens after 2 cucumber drinks.
They're putting the kids
very
all the way at
good
the other
drink.
end of the table. Thank God.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, folks. They're giving us
So-
death stares. It's okay.
All right. So
and they're trying desperately to close
Dan,
the doors. I love it.
downstairs, Dan, he's playing right now. You would not hit it.
No, I don't. I sort of keep the
We're
musicians
gonna have to
as
go to
friends.
Dan and ask him about this.
Okay.
But just keep the musicians as friends. It's easier
Oh, it's
that
just
way.
known.
Accept a scene. Please say accept a scene.
I see him.
No, he's just a friend.
But
But he's the hottest in
Because,
Westchester.
Listen, I deal with a lot of musicians from my work.
don't poop
and I
when
don't.
you eat. Is that what you're
I
saying?
don't mix
Okay.
business with
Don't
pleasure
bang.
because it
Or you
just
bang.
gets in the way.
All right, I got another question.
Listen,
then.
I'm not saying
because this
that-
is. I got one that you can
I'm not
answer.
open to it, but
Liz, you've been to a good 4 or 5 comedy shows at Lucy's.
I have.
Who's your favorite? Any of them that you would find very attractive? Is it Goomba Johnny? Is it Fred Rubino?
Ooh.
Is it Sean Barry? Peter Clark Deutsch is young, but 20 years.
Bill Cannon. Yeah, I think he's
Bill,
sexy.
I get it. He is sexy. He's a
He's-
former cop. You know he has handcuffs.
Yeah, and a gun. I
and
like
a
men
gun.
who have a gun.
Yeah, just sort of like have the
Yeah.
gun, like sort of just be like,
I
hey.
think Bill Cannon. Bill
Yeah,
Cannon.
just sort of hit you in the face
Wow.
with it a little. I get it.
Yeah.
All right, so
think
we're
he's
going to have to
sexy.
have an episode with Bill and a scene. But we should probably wrap this up. We've been going a little while. Again, Dan Zlotnick's downstairs playing right now.
Get at him.
Follow him, Dan Zlotnick. That's Zlotnick.
You like bald guys? He's your man.
He's your man if you like baldies.
I don't think he's single, by the way. So
We're gonna find
I
out,
didn't see
Liz.
a ring.
We're gonna find out. He's
dating.
gonna be at the Woodbury Brewing Company in Woodbury, Connecticut on Friday, July 19th, and at Harvest Moon in North Salem on Saturday, August 3rd. He's touring all over the country in November. Please check out his website and follow him at danzlotnickmusic.com on Facebook and danzlotnick.com. Again, we're also joined by Chrissie Mayr, ChrissieMayr.com. That's ChrissieMayr. Follow her on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Her Twitter is hysterical. Her Instagram is sexy. So you pick your poison or pick both. Go nuts. Her brand new show on Compound Media airs July 15th, and that's every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Chrissie Mayr's Wet Spot. And comedy at Stonewall, the Stonewall Inn in New York City, is Saturday, August 3rd. And check out her dates: Rhode Island, Binghamton, Reading, PA, Chicopee, Massachusetts, Pleasantville, New York. And we are coming to you from Stonefire, 251 Lexington Avenue, Mount Kisco, New York. Please follow their Instagram. It's very cool. Great shots of their food. That's Stonefire Restaurant on Instagram. Again, Thursday, ladies' night, 6 to 10, half-price drinks. Sunday brunch, 11:30 to 3, unlimited champagne and mimosas. Liz,
Unlimited.
any parting words?
thank you so much for having us.
Yes.
It's been delicious.
This was fantastic.
Bread is good.
We
Please
love this
follow
place.
outinwestchester.com. Follow Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Out in Westchester. And we will see you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in.
I don't know where. Goodbye, Rosie, Queen of Corona. See me down by the schoolyard.
Really put it on.
See me in Julio down by the schoolyard. Ra-da-da, ra-ba-da-ba-ba. Ra-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ra-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Whoa, in a couple of days they come and take me away, but the press let the story leak. And when the Radical Threes come to get me released, we was all on the cover of Newsweek. But I'm on my way. I don't know where I'm going. I'm on my way. I'm taking my time, but I don't know where. Goodbye, Rosie, Queen of Coronas. See me in Julio down by the schoolyard. See me in Julio down by the schoolyard. I said me and Julio down by the schoolyard. There's a crazy fan story.